What's the basic drive? What's the driver behind this movement? What are they so concerned about? Called homosexual agenda. I mean, I remember that when I was growing up in fundamentalist churches in 1979, when I was 13, my pastor was big into Jerry Falwell, the moral majority. And I remember that going back to 13 years old. Secular humanism's creeping in and the homosexual agenda. I don't even know what that meant when I was a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
It was bad. It sounded bad. And I thought, what's going on here? And what is the driver? Why are they so concerned about this quote unquote homosexual agenda? What's the problem?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the homosexual agenda is. I think it's just to live peacefully and have the right to exist, but it's a crazy idea letting queers
Mhm.
just be. But with asking what is so scary about homosexuality, what is so scary about sex, really, I think is maybe even the broader question, right? Why are these folks so scared about anything that relates to gender or sexuality? I think it's a fair question, and I don't think that they necessarily know themselves. I think also that evangelicals, they operate on a binary, right? That male, female, man, right, wrong, good, evil, of the enemy, of God, right? It's every neatly categorized in these two distinct sort of categories. And again, the binary reigns supreme for these folks, that there's not much ambiguity in the world, especially when it comes to morality, right? It's all this sort of black and white understanding of everything. And the gray isn't really a part of their cosmology. Though, of course, I think if they were honest with themselves, they would recognize that it is. But I don't think that they're the most self-aware group. So I think to myself that for them, anything troubles that binary, whenever anything is beyond the binary or is a wedge in that binary, it doesn't neatly fit within their cosmology, it doesn't fit into their world. And so anything that doesn't fit, anything that's different or foreign or other is scary. And I think for them, again, they want this neat, ordered, tidy world where everything has its place and everything, is answer. They have an answer for everything. And I don't think that this, again, really fits within that system. So I think that when it comes to sexuality, if you're queer in some sense, if you're gay, lesbian, bi, whatever, that doesn't fit neatly. If we're talking about gender, if you're trans or non-binary or genderqueer, whatever, however you identify, that again doesn't fit neatly. But I think it goes beyond sexuality and gender. We can talk about race, we can talk about class, we can talk about a number of other things. But I think that within this system, anything that is foreign is scary and that's why oftentimes these folks don't know queers. And if they did, I think it would be a lot less scary. But again, they're not necessarily looking for any olive branches to extend to anyone.